Hey folks, this is Sunrider here showing off my latest saber. This is basically similar to the Praxis design I did a year or two ago. Since then I've worked a lot on improving the functionality of the electronics. They didn't do exactly what they were supposed to all the time, and I didn't have all the effects for the blade, like ramp up and down, and I didn't have any effects for a crystal chamber here, which I kind of wanted to have some effects in that too. So with the igniter board I finally figured out a way to make all these things dependable and work well. So what we have in this saber is the green SSR90 up here, of course, mounted onto a large finned heatsink, and below that we've got the fan, which blows the hot air out these holes here. And we've got a knob here, which is a brass engraved knob. It's marked PC for power control, and then underneath that is a switch that you can put something small in, like this little screwdriver or something, and flip that switch over from high to low power sort of thing. And down here we've got our hidden crystal chamber reveal. To get to that, you just take out this little screw here and swing the window around, and here's our crystal chamber. It's a 3 crystal chamber with the 2 big quartz crystals and a real small crystal under the lens there on that end, and it's got a lot of detail, a lot of little greeblies and stuff in there to make it look not so plain and stuff. The chamber is lit by a green laser that comes from the bottom down here. It lights it up pretty good, and of course the laser is controlled by the igniter board. And I'll turn it on to kind of show that. So here's the crystal chamber running. You see the laser modulating in there. There's also some green accent LEDs up here, not as bright as the other stuff, but down here there's a bunch of control circuitry. Over here we've got a 1.3mm recharge port. And there's a bunch of electronics in here that regulators and current drivers and stuff like that. Down here we've got 2 18650 batteries and the igniter board and some other control circuitry. Here we've got our recessed activation button with the 8 LED bar graph that the igniter can have full control over. And down on the bottom we've got my 2 speaker module. It's got a large 34mm speaker pointing to the inside of the hilt here, for the low tone resonance, and a smaller 23 millimeter little bass type speaker pointing directly out the back here for the high tones to come out here. So works pretty good. I'll try to do a little demonstration on the sound fonts here and stuff. Let's see.
Father's son.
One of them. Let's see, what else do we have on here?
Saber Commander.
This one's interesting. It's kind of like the Trooper sound font. Let's see, what else do we have? This one's kind of neat because I think it was Nigon that threw in little sound fonts or little samples in with the mix. Kind of want to try this with my sound font, see how I like it. It's kind of neat. Okay, and what else?
Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing.
That's the test file.
Now that's what I call reading.
And there's the... I haven't really messed around with all the parameters on some of these fonts to get them in tune with the crystal chamber necessarily. Let's see.
So somebody's beginning to take an interest in their handiwork.
Here's my font. modulation set a little too deep on this one. Crystal chambers dimming out. So you have to have the settings set specifically for the crystal chamber because it's a little bit tricky to drive on this one. So the settings have to be modified a little bit more than the normal blade there. That font, I've got that one optimized sort of thing to where I like how it works. It's good and loud, it's got a good dynamic range, highs and lows, nice and loud. It's extremely loud when I put the music on. I can hear it from inside the house with the doors closed and stuff. Alright, well thanks for looking.